Hi, I'm Cindy from Part-Time Permies, and today we're going to give you a quick update. Wait. Good boy. It's a chilly day, but I think it's finally above freezing. Apparently the silkies don't want to be out. I'll have to switch them over. Gelo, leave it. Gelo, are you having leg problems? Do we need to go back on prednisone? Oh boy. That little two-step thing. That's telling me his neck is bugging him. He doesn't have as much control over his back legs. Should we just do a short little walk? A little concerned about my puppy. We were off prednisone a month ago. He started showing symptoms again, so we went back on it. But that little short front step supposed to be making up for issues with the back legs. I'm gonna get him into the woods and we'll see how he does a little bit, but that may mean we just need to go back on prednisone. He was doing all right with 5 milligrams every other day, which really isn't that much, but he's got really dry skin and his fur is like shedding like crazy, and I think it's side effects to the prednisone. He's not as hungry now that he's not on prednisone. He used to overeat and be so thirsty and made his liver enlarged a little bit from the side effects. So, but the problem is that he has a abnormality in the spine that puts pressure on his nerves. And he had spinal surgery in December. And he's doing pretty good, but yeah, I'm thinking we might have to go back on the prednisone again. We'll see. Jill, you want to go off leash? Now that we're in the woods? Good boy. So, I mean, you can learn more about his issues in my video called Gelo Story, but it's something similar to spinal stenosis in humans. Little different cause of it, but similar effects. So, how are we doing, puppy? A little slow this morning. He's also tired, and I did notice that he has more balance issues when he's sleepy. So, I have to debate that. If he's showing side effects, I'd rather have him comfortable, because what the compression of the spine can do is it causes shooting pain, you know, from the nerves. Also causes numbness in the back legs, so it's harder for him to control his back legs, which of course affects his balance and things. So part of the issue with not knowing where the back legs are means that he compensates by taking shorter strides with his front legs. Nice four-wheel drive effect, except the four-wheel drive's no longer working. It's now two-wheel. So, you know, we'll see how he does today, but I might try to give him a few more days unless he keeps getting more and more off balance. Then we'll try the prednisone again. I just don't like having him on steroids all the time, because of all the side effects to them, but I also want him comfortable. So we'll see how he does. You healing up from that other rooster? Is your water frozen? Well, it looks pretty liquid. Yeah, we're good. Sitting in the sun. Got one girl on the makeshift nest box in there. We got a couple eggs in the corner. So, the issue with this coop, this was the first coop I made with my dad. Designed all these moving parts to it. Not bad on that. Everything's working well there. Has this drop door down the middle so that they could get to the lower level. The issue is, I think it's too narrow for my big birds. It works all right for the silkies. So what I've been doing is opening the big side door and hooking it so it's not flapping around too much, hooking it to my broken run over there. Of course, it's windy today and it is flapping around a bit, but hopefully it won't break the hinges. And I've been opening up the underneath as well. Now I have noticed that once or twice they have made it down to the underside before I opened up the coop in the morning. So they may be able to go down. I've never seen them come back up. I think it's just, especially if they want to hop up and flap their wings so they hop, it's just really not much room to come up. So I'm thinking eventually maybe I take this door and maybe split it into, I don't know, thirds. Have the two flaps open up to the side and have the middle flap swing and hinge down to be a ramp out. Problem is, it's on an angle. So I might have to figure out a way to level that off when it swings down. But I think I could convert it and still make it usable with that. I've just had them open here to the garden area, which basically is fenced in with 6-foot fencing all the way around. It was mainly to keep the deer out, but it seems to be protecting my chickens pretty well. I'm letting them do the work here in the garden to try to spread some of the leaves and some of the straw around and fertilize a bit, and it seems to be doing all right. So it's just March now, so it'll be a little while before this garden needs to be used, and then they'll be in here, I don't know, a month or so, and I got to figure out what to do with them. So eventually I'm going to make a chickshaw style tractor coop that I can use for the bigger flock. Of course, this is mobile. It has wheels on it. It's a little difficult to move, but actually I can remove the floorboards that are in there, which might not be a bad idea anyway. Just have them roost on the cross pieces there instead of on the roosting bars. Those roosting bars actually fold up, which makes it easy to clean in here. I have one folded up on this side here. You can see it just hinges straight up, so the leg is hanging instead of jammed in the corner. So that's worked well. It's accessible from both sides. That's nice. Ooh, that is some wind. This is really easy to clean out because I can reach the whole thing, but it's small, so it can only hold a few birds in here. It's ventilated all the way around, all 4 sides up top, with these hardware fencing or hardware cloth up here. These boards slide in and out, so I can block some of the wind or open it up. I'm keeping the south side open right now until it warms up, and then I'll open it up more. But it works well. There's a door like this on either side there. There's a door like this on these 2 sides opposite each other. Door within a door, so a heck of a lot of moving pieces to this. But I can pretty much set it up and open it up as however I want, which actually makes it very versatile. Definitely a few things I would do differently. This is, I think, best probably for the silkies when I get them moving on pasture. This will probably be better for that flock because there's fewer of them and they're smaller birds. But it's working well for my breeding group right now anyway. Hi, Mama. You got your baby outside in the sunshine? Yeah, there she is. Baby, are you hiding? You little camera shy. There you go. You're teaching your baby how to eat grass. It's pretty cold out here, Mama. Okay, so we have a number of greens growing. Some kale, some chard, some other greens. And apparently my dog hears me down here and doesn't realize it's me. Still have a lot to transplant, but I'm out of organic potting soil. So you can see the greens are doing quite well. My pepper plant is almost dead. But all these pots of greens are doing well. My chard, or no, sorry, those are beets, are not doing so great. And my peppers and tomatoes, there were a couple sprouts that started, but they did not last long. I just think it's too cold for them in our basement. It stays at around 55 or so down here, so even on the heating pad, they just did not do well. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to get some of the stuff shifted upstairs towards our front window and just set up a growing space up there, and see if we could get that going. That way they have some natural light. It's a little bit warmer. We still keep it pretty cool up in our upstairs, usually in the 60s up there. Upper 60s if we're home, mid 60s or lower 60s otherwise. So we'll get things shifted around, maybe get this pepper plant near some warmer areas and just see how it does, see if it can bounce back at all. So as you can see, we've been having a lot going on around here. The chick is doing great, the one that we have. In fact, Mama is taking her out into the little run that she has and showing her the grasses and things, and even letting her run around. I'm hoping it's her anyway. Even letting the little chick run around. Yesterday morning was only in the 20s, so Mama was letting the chick run around that run for good periods of time, and then she would call her back under her to warm up. So she's being a good little mama and taking care of her baby. But the chick does pretty well considering it's still below freezing at times. Today's supposed to be warmer. I think it's already like 40 degrees. So, yeah, so we have that going on. Our plants in the basement are doing well, and you know, the chickens are doing pretty well in their locations. Gelo is, I gave him prednisone last night, so we'll see how he does today. Maybe I could cut it back to just twice a week instead of the every other day we were doing before. We tried going off of it, so I don't think we could completely go off of it at this point, because he was definitely symptomatic yesterday. So, but otherwise, it's keeping life busy. Hope you enjoyed the video.